Najee. This is what Najee Hampton. Okay, so today we're talking about merch. So I have Najee Talks merch, just my normal logo for sale. You know what I'm saying? We got the link in the description. We got mugs, we got shirts, I got hoodies and sweaters. You're gonna see me wearing these from continuing on. May not be any certain episodes coming up, earlier ones, but as they go on and as I do my midweek rants, you will see them. And so, if you would like to purchase them, please, it's a description. The link will be in the description, and please support as much as you can. Thank you very much. I'm Najee Hampton, and this is Najee Talks, where I discuss topics with people and have them come on the show and we talk about them under the umbrella of lifestyle. Today we have Dezii Foster. Welcome, Dezii.
Thank you. So my name is Dezii Foster. Right now I'm doing a backpack campaign for the kids. So what I'm doing is collecting backpacks, school supplies, just to help start them off with the school year, right? I started this last year. It's just one of those things that I just sat and pondered, like, what am I doing for my community? Like we talk about it, we see things, we always speak our opinion about it, but nobody ever actually put the work in. So one day I was like, I want to do this for the kids. So I just, out of my own paycheck, I found this website where they do like a wholesale. And last year I did 86 backpacks.
Okay.
So this year I'm almost to my goal. My goal is 200, and I'm already at 186 backpacks.
Oh, nice.
So I'm very proud of myself, and thank you to the people who have donated, and just gotta keep it going. So I think it's very important to help out, because we overlook our community so much and not know what is right in front of us, that these kids or people just need help.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
No, you share the info and then let me know and I'll see if I can help out.
Yeah, most definitely. I know like lately I think the school year now is starting earlier than before. Usually to start like the end of August. But I'm thinking now it's starting mid-August. So the end of July is probably when I'm gonna start the whole campaign, and whatever I got from there, just go ahead and whatever I collected.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll know definitely.
All right, so I have two of those questions right here. Okay, so just to piggyback off what you're saying about the children. Like, how do you feel this will benefit them? Like, just like the backpack drive you got going on.
Well, a lot of kids come unprepared for school.
Right.
Either they don't have pens, pencils, paper, or even a backpack.
Right.
Or times is hard. So with the backpack drive, is basically starting off at the right path. So you come with pens, paper, rulers, a pencil sharpener, just any little thing would help, because everybody knows back to school shopping is very tedious. And times are hard. So why not help push start for it? So therefore they will have a brand new backpack. They see all these other little kids with backpacks, and they backpack got holes in them.
Right.
And it's different colors, so you can choose, except for the generic ones. So, I just feel like this will basically push the start for them for something new. And then, usually with that, how it benefits also the kids and also the teachers, because a lot of the teachers come out their own pocket with school supplies because their kids doesn't have anything. So therefore it will help them at least start off just a little bit, as much as you can, because stuff is expensive now.
It really is.
So like a pack of paper is
Right.
like $6, and you just be like, oh, just a pack of paper. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Because for me back in the day, like School shopping was cool because you get the little folders, little papers, little notebooks and stuff, whatever. You get that fresh backpack every year.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the generic type of like the black one, but like
you can never go wrong with black.
never, you know what I'm saying? But you always get, I always like have the pens and the pens and the pencils and mechanical pencils and everything just ready. Because I used to love math, so I started with the mechanical pencils ready at all times. And then, first day, you be organized, like, all right, let's get started.
Right.
Everything's out, everything ready. But then, like, get some weeks in, then you just like...
You lose everything.
Like
that same thing you started off is no longer there.
Or someone borrows it.
Don't give it back.
That's why I like pens now. Like, I have rarely any pens now. So
I don't carry pens.
If someone borrows it, someone asks for a pen, I'm like, I want it back. Cause I don't have too many.
It's always pens and gum that never...
Yo, I used to stay... So like my freshman year, my brother was at Kingsview his senior year. So he used to pick me up and I used to walk to a corner for him to pick me up. So he used to always go to the store and get gum.
Yeah.
Big pack. And then like so I had the Dickies with that pocket that people always put the brushes on.
Yeah.
I put gum there. That was my thing. And then so I put the gum there, right? So I was the gum man basically. So
never last you all day.
Never. I'd be in class, all I needed to do was open up one.
That's it.
Everybody smelled it. Let me get one.
Always.
Especially at King because ain't nothing good there for us to eat.
At all.
So it's like, all we got is gum.
Exactly.
It's like, we need that. That's why any candy man would make hella money.
Of course, that was the side hustle for me back then.
Right, same for me. Because I used to do, when I was playing volleyball, we used to have to sell candy for whatever reason, fundraiser or whatever, you know how it was. Sports stuff, and then after a while, my Jasper and Ali, they was like actually Jasper because Jasper's that guy. He's always like, like Ed and Eddie.
Yeah.
He's the short Ed. I mean, it's Eddie, right? Is that Eddie?
That's Eddie.
Eddie is the short one. The one always trying to make up schemes.
Yeah. Always trying to make schemes.
Yeah, that was always Jasper. Jasper was like, oh yeah, let's do this, let's do that. You feel me? So then we would go, so then like after a while we just started like going like getting this stuff and then just selling them in the morning, selling them throughout school, and then like we got to the point where we'd have so much stuff, but we'd have like bags full of stuff to sell, and then we even had somebody to leave our stuff like in their classroom for the extra stuff, and so whatever we didn't sell would be in the classroom. It was kind of like drugs. It was like, oh, can we leave this here? Yeah. And we just get it later when we need it.
And it worked though.
And then for some reason, I forgot something happened and I couldn't sell no more. But it was like a real reason. I forgot why, but I couldn't sell. So they sold and they just gave me the profit, my share.
Yeah.
It was weird though, because I wanted to.
Because you're not supposed to be selling at school.
Man, whatever, man. I remember I didn't get, so in middle school, that was the first time I started selling stuff because my mom had bought me like a big ass box of hot Cheetos from Costco.
Yeah.
So I came in with like a few bags for me. And then so I had, I was eating one, and then someone was like, hey, like I guess it was like asking if I had some. They were like asking if they could get some, And then so I was like, oh, I got some more. He said, oh, I give you like some quarters for it, whatever. It's like 50 cents, whatever.
Yeah, 50 cents a bag.
Yeah, right. And I was like, all right, for my first time selling shit. And then after that, I just like sold the rest of the box. I mean, the rest of that box. And then I told my mom, I was like, Mom, can I get some more Cheetos? She was like, you ate them all already? I was like, nah, I actually sold them. And she was so happy.
You made your first business.
Right. She was like, yeah. Because I didn't buy it, so that's 100% profit for me.
Yeah, most definitely it is.
Right.
But then you start making more because at that time, it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't expensive.
Yeah. That was my first taste of hustle. And my mom was like, bragged about it, like, oh, my son's hustling. I buy my Cheetos and he should be selling them.
Got pocket with the money.
Change. But that was my first hustle. That was the first one. But that sadly ended though real short term because security found my shit and then was like, took my shit, and then next thing you know, someone was like, oh, it's security guard still on. Isn't that kind of weird because it was like if it was like my drug, people knew it was my drug. Yeah. Because someone came to me and was like, hey, were those your hot Cheetos? Like, how do you know they're mine? Yeah. But they was like, yeah, he's selling hot Cheetos. The security guard that took my shit stole my shit.
Wow. Crazy. Not gonna be selling anyway, that's crazy. I'm probably with some old stuff.
Right.
I just sold the lowest key. I used to have like hot Cheetos, Rice Krispies, got a little, little
Yeah.
I'm like, ain't no nobody. I used to hide in my children's bag so you never used to, see nothing of that.
When I was listening to this Freemason, it was a time when we had to like make money for one of our rituals, or whatever, and we. So what we did was we had went and bought some like hot dogs and like buns, of course, and like condiments, and we had got like chips, and then we had got drinks, like like those free cents and shit. And so like at the ski, you're like the lunchtime, or more like supper time, was over at like 7. Everything was basically closed up at that time.
Yeah.
You didn't have much else to eat. And so what we would do is we would go out for that time period, and then we would go into the dorm for a guide dogs, because we could go into females. We would go into guide dogs and sell.
Yeah.
And the thing is, luckily, niggas smoked.
Yeah.
Niggas was hungry.
Not just that, it's just college life with the cafeteria. After a certain time, you be hungry.
Yeah.
So any little bit, the hot dog from the real dorm, like, you got it for me? Like,
we used to walk right up, right? Yeah, because some people like actually used to go over there and do it. Because you have the barbershop dude, and then you always have the snack man. There's always those two. There's always those two.
For sure. That's the way to survive.
Right. So we would go door to door and like just so we like made up like songs. We like hot dogs, chips, Capri Suns, and then like they'll come out. Like you just see them like
people out the door.
And then we make deals like meal deals and shit. Like you can give them separate, or you can give them $2 for all 3. Get a meal.
Yeah.
So you make it sound good.
Hey, people make more money that way.
That shit works.
Trust me, I know.
Man, that's so you have a little munchkin, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Man, she's me and my brother put together.
Oh wow.
She gives me a run for my money. Next one to get my tooth tied. But yeah, she's like 3 kids into one.
Oh wow.
5. She's 5 years old.
Man, what's your name?
Ramaya.
Okay.
Ramaya Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been seeing the stories of she's
adorable. Is adorable outside. She was here all this stuff. You hear me, man? Put this on pause. She's like, I gotta go get her. Yeah. Most definitely. Yep. I have a little meanie.
Mm.
She is very full of life. Very, how can I say it? Like the opposite of how I was. Because I don't think I was bad. Parents say you was a bad kid, but I don't think I was. I just think I was misunderstood.
I think Turnover was worse than you. So.
Yes, he was. I was just misunderstood. But I was a tomboy because I have brothers, and she's a girly girl. So it's like
weird.
Yeah, like tutus, pink. Weird. So it's crazy because I'm actually learning how to be more feminine through my own daughter. Because, I come with sweats, hoodies, that's me, I'm comfortable. And now for the first time, she had me get my toes done. This was last year. At the time I was 25, my whole life I never got my toes done. The first time I heard, Mom, get nail polish. Nail polish too, huh? Let's start slow, baby. But I did it, she was happy, and I actually like getting my feet done. So I get my feet done thanks to my daughter. So I'm actually learning to be more feminine through my own child. Crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I see this purple, it's kind of like a bridge.
Yeah, this a little bridge, but I like purple, just the pink. Oh my goodness, the pink. So yeah, she is. I just don't know how to describe her. She's just that, Gotta make a sound effect.
Oh man, that's amazing though. Just like.
Because I wanted more kids, but I didn't want a girl because I didn't know how to be girly girl with them. But I'm learning. It's a process, So
that actually could be a boy.
I'm praying that you bless me, with the boy. My mom thinks that I'm getting a taste of my own medicine. She's like, yeah, you was meant to have a girl so you could be like this. I was like, Yeah, she makes me want to get my tubes tied.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
That's
so
like
she was
when
my
there's
last tubes tied. Cut, burn, throw them away, I sell them to you. But because she's my first, I'm like, I actually want a boy, you know, so that's where I stand.
I mean, it makes sense. It's like how like the thugs like always the girls for the first one, soften them up.
Yeah, it does. Just a little bit. I'm soft a little bit, but I'm still kind of tomboy. It's like, you know, stop. Don't cry, okay, that's crying. Suck it up. Like, okay. Thank you, baby. Crying for no reason. If you have a reason to cry, I'll let you, cry it out. But if you want it over nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's different though. You know, that makes sense. You shouldn't be whining over nothing.
Over nothing.
A lot of times children just cry to get like something out of it, but if you like, I think what I'm gonna try to do now, my children is probably like try to like laugh. You know, because the thing is, a lot of times when they hurt themselves, they're not even hurt.
Yeah, it's based on their reaction. Yeah. You know, oh, now they're crying. You know,
but so if you like laugh about it, like, you know.
I laugh at her all the time. I'm just too good. I laugh at everything. So it's like too goofy. You know, like she would cry if she ate up all her ice cream, and it's like,
that's right. You did that.
I ate your ice cream. You're crying, girl. Be quiet. Go read a book. Just do some push-ups. If you have an attitude, like
go work out.
Go work out. Work it off.
Go to the gym.
Take a salt tablet. Do something. Yeah. So.
Drink a protein shake.
Take a V8. But yeah, it's just that unnecessary whining. You know, when they're a baby, if they're whining, it's because they're hungry, they're wet.
Yeah.
But if you whining over nothing,
you can't go do a lot on your own now, so.
I just tolerate. And then, you know, because she's a girl and my mom is girly, it's like my mama trying to make her into her image. It's like, that's why it's a challenge, you know? So, yeah, she's a blessing. I love her, even though she get on my nerves, but I love her.
Does Taylor Mitchell rub off on the too?
Surprise, people really softens up with her sometimes. Like, if she messed with him too much, it'd be funny because when she was a baby, she used to always like be fucking with him, you know? It's crazy because she won't call him T-Bone, she will call him B-Bone. Why? I don't know where she got the B from. And to this day, you tell her, no, it's T-Bone. She was like, no, it's B-Bone. And he got to the point like, no, fuck it. She's the only one who called him B-Bone. So she's like, hi, B-Bone. And, you know, and he can only stand her for like a minute. Literally, after a few seconds, get out my room. He kicking her out just as quick. You know, they used to mess with each other. He'll bother her and stuff. She used to throw a little throw her head back, and he used to throw his head back. She would look at him. They have a funny niece uncle bond, so it's funny. She loves him to death. Now it's like every time she sees him, she be like ready to fight. She thinks you're a ninja, so every time she see him,
of course,
she be like, "Oh, I'm a ninja! Come on, B-Bone!" And then he's like, "Come on!" And whatever he play fighting, and if he does it too much that she don't like if he don't let her win, she cries.
Has he showed in Naruto yet? Has he showed in Naruto?
Yes. So it's funny. Well, actually, he didn't show her. I was watching it. Okay. So one day I just wanted to start like my little anime journey. You know, so I started with Inuyasha, and then I said, "This is this Naruto thing about." So I was watching it, and then she was watching it with me. But you know, I was watching it in sub. I didn't watch it in dub. Right. So because their voices irritate me. So it irritates me. So especially if I'm used to it in Japanese, I just want to hear it in Japanese. Only certain. I'm saying that now too, like Nani. You know, so I told her like Ikazo, she know what that means. Like, come on, let's go. So it was. I think they was weaving their signs, and she's like, "Mommy, look," and she did. I was like, "Oh, thank you." You know, so like, look at her.
You're like young little ninja.
You know, my little Shinobi. Yeah, she likes it.
Get the test ready for it.
Just a little bit, but surprisingly, she likes anime on her own. She started with this show called Glitter Force. It's like a knockoff Sailor Moon, but she likes it.
That's dope.
Try to be like mommy. I actually like this anime journey, honestly, because I didn't understand what you and T-Bone used to really watch and all this extra stuff, but I mean, I watch it, but y'all watch it, but I'm confused because y'all like chapters ahead. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then, like,
you used to see the episode when they just started fighting. Like,
yeah.
You'd be like, why are they fighting? Anyway,
Don't know,
that's a long story that leads
if
to
I
it.
ask you, y'all got I say to her, no, it's okay, forget it. So when I got into it, and not just that, people just think like, oh, it's just meaningless. No, like I see why people gravitate to Naruto.
Yeah.
Because not just the character development, but it's just the inspiration they have, or you'll go through what they go through.
Yeah.
It's like you're connecting with them personally with the character.
Right.
And you see how they were damaged, you see how like they have their friends that have their back, and you appreciate that. And so I was like, man, like certain anime can get me kind of emotional because I felt it. I was like, wow, like just even the inspiration they give or encouragement they have, and you apply it to your own life, you just be like, okay, like I fucks with that. So yeah, like I never left it since then.
That's
So,
great.
you know.
Well, I mean, it's popular now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How far are you on Naruto now?
Oh, no, I've been done with Naruto. I was finished with Naruto Shippuden in like 2 months.
Are you watching Naruto now?
I did. I started and then I got bored. And it got really,
It starts off pretty dry.
it's boring.
And so what's interesting is, so apparently there's 2 different mangas. There's one that's based off the anime and then one based off just its own story. And so I started watching, like, so I saw this, I had this channel I was on that would like, it would kind of like, they would read it out and like have like sounds and stuff, so it would be like really like dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
But then they cut that channel got cut because they couldn't get all it was called manga story, and they couldn't, because I was doing Attack on Titan too. And,
I love Attack on Titan.
And so all that stuff, because they couldn't get the copyrights. But then the other one that they have is called Comic Story.
Okay.
And so it's like DC and like Marvel and all that, and
Yeah.
like, and they'll like really like dramatize the stories. Like they'll do the comics, you see the comics,
Yeah.
and then like the guy will do it in a dope ass voice.
Right.
And change the voices for every character.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
dope.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
And so like I always go to that shit now, like 'cause they always have stuff out. Like I watch so many, like I love Batman. Batman is my guy.
Everybody likes Batman.
No, I mean that's my guy though. I mean I feel like I guess but Batman is like
That was a real nigga.
Exactly.
He is.
He really is.
He's a real nigga.
Like we be like sitting here like that's a real nigga right there. If you ever see a real nigga, that's one.
That's exactly what he is.
Because he's always the realest one in the crew. Like
Yeah.
whatever goes on when there's like movies and stuff, whatever, he's always the one that's always thinking like, all right, like he's like, this is gonna happen. I watch Young Justice and like he's because it's like Justice League and then like the Young Justice thing, whatever, and then like there was a thing going on with them and that people found out about the Watchtower shit. But no, not that. It was some other shit going on. People were questioning the Justice League or some shit. There's a lot of shit going on. So he left the Justice League and then started his own shit. He started Batman Incorporated, and that's like his own like secret shit he got going on. But yeah, but like in the comics and stuff, like they got a lot of like dope because what I like about like DC and Marvel is they have so many different stories that they can create that are different, and it doesn't have to always be like connected. Like they had this one called, it was, and what was one of my favorite ones? Batman ones. They had one where the Joker got sane and became a lawyer.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it was dope.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Never thought he was.
Yeah, he took like some pills and shit, and then he got sane as fuck. But it was really like dope. He was smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then there was another one, and it was called, I think it was like Dark Metal or something like that. And it was like basically a whole bunch of different Batman from different worlds, universes.
Yeah.
Came together because this shit got destroyed, and so they came and then going towards to this universe of Batman's world.
Wow.
They were trying to take it over, I guess. And so it was crazy. So one of them fused himself with the Flash, so he's like really fast. One of them fused himself with Cyborg. One of them became the Joker. That's the leader.
Wow.
He's got the Batman that laughs actually.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
like to hear all this, I never even guessed.
And one of them was a female. She was like I think she fused with like Aquaman or something like that. Basically like it's like all of those, they all like came together into like this, and then one was like a Bizarro, version. He took the Bizarro because in his universe Superman became evil, and so he took Bizarro. He took like some Bizarro. He created a Bizarro what was it, like a serum or some shit, so that people can fight against Superman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so like he took it to beat him. And then so he became that version. He just became that Bizarro Superman.
Right.
I mean, Batman.
Batman, yeah.
And then another one was Batman wore like this out. It was like, so like in Wonder Woman's world,
I'm not really like. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with DC or Marvel, but I haven't really got into that part yet.
I bet you would have watched Wonder Woman leaves.
I mean, I saw the movie at the movie theater.
But you know the guy, the main villain, right?
Was
You know the main villain. His name was. It's like a Greek god or some shit.
I fell asleep on that.
Oh, well, anyways, that guy.
Okay.
I think his name is like Ares or something like that. But anyways, Batman took his like armor,
Okay.
and then he defeated the god, but then the armor basically it's like he can't get it off.
Yeah.
It's like that, yeah. And then he became like I guess like evil and kill people and shit. So like there's a lot of dark shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I like dark shit.
Because my friend actually put me on. You probably know him, Warwick.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, so he actually put me on Marvel movies, and he had just laid it all out. It was like, we gonna watch this. We used to have movie day all the time, and he was like, "Are you into like Marvel DC?" I said, "I have no problem with it. I just never actually watched it." So he gave. Well, at the time, it was when the second Thor was out, so he had the DVDs from the beginning all the way to the second Thor, and it's like 3 hours each movie, and I was like, "We gonna put a dent into this one." And I was so interested. So then he had me watch. After that, we was watching Logan, and then he had me watch this Aquaman movie. It was a cartoon one, the Aquaman cartoon one. And he was like, "Do you like DC?"
DC makes great cartoon movies.
That's what I
think. Cartoon movies, but not great live action.
The live action was
great cartoon
horrible.
Though, and they do good shows.
Yes, they do.
Because
my daughter likes the
Gotham was good. I like Gotham. Grew up on Smallville.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna do something.
The Flash is a good one.
Yeah, Flash is a good one.
Yeah.
I never got into Supergirl. My brother likes it. Never got into it.
Is Black Lightning DC or Marvel?
That's DC.
Okay. So Black Lightning was.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So yeah, they do good shows. Yeah. But as far as the movies, 2-3 hour movies, other than the Superman, Batman movies, they're trash.
Yeah, so, it's no point even trying.
Yeah.
Because they keep doing the cartoon movies, so like they're still making money, so it don't really matter what's going on with the live action.
Their name itself is gonna sell.
Nah, man, not. But there's a good one, Marvel one. There's a couple good ones actually. But one of the good Marvel comic ones is one where they find out that Captain America is actually a Hydra sleeper agent.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't read the comics. I don't read comics or mangas.
I was saying, if you go to Comic Historian on YouTube, it's like you can go. It's like a lot of stuff just to go through all that.
Okay.
Oh, another good one is Injustice.
Injustice.
There's a video. It's a video game, but they created the comics based off the video game. There's one in this too. So based off of basically what happened is Joker makes Superman kill his wife.
What?
Because so what he does is he he has her in hostage, so he goes to go get her, right?
Yeah.
He sprays him with what is this, the scarecrow's toxin, fear toxin, but it's mixed with kryptonite, so it gets into his system, and then so his fear is Bizarro.
Yeah.
His wife looks like Bizarro to him.
Oh.
He takes her into space. Because he thinks it's Bizarro.
Right.
So he takes it into space. And
does he ever like snap out of it?
When he gets back, and they're like, that was Lois. And then she was pregnant too. Yeah.
You killed your wife and your baby.
And guess what happened?
What?
Superman killed Joker. Right there.
That's crazy, yeah. See, don't get me wrong, I always heard comics and mangas are very more better and detailed. They say about the story versus the animation. They always have to skip it or it'd be too long.
Well, it depends because, like I said, the thing is like there's like so many different versions that I like that you can have. Because there's a part of like Flash. There's like a Flash. But they actually did this in the actual show. Where he changed up the timeline. Remember when he did that and it was like everything was different in Flash.
On the show?
Yeah.
I stopped watching the show. It's because watching other stuff. So that's when I started my anime journey.
Okay.
So any human-like stuff,
That's fine.
happily.
Well, because no, but they made a movie, cartoon movie off of it too, though. It's got the Flash. Damn, what was it? Flash something. Flashpoint. It's called Flashpoint.
Okay.
So he goes back and saves his mom,
Yeah.
and then so his mom's alive, but he's not the Flash.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit going on. There's like changes up, and then like Batman isn't Bruce. So what happens is Bruce and the mom die, but the father lives. The father's Batman now, but the father doesn't care about people.
Yeah.
He feels like a motherfucker has guns and shit. It's crazy.
Oh, what
Yeah.
do you think Batman?
No, he is Batman, but he's not Bruce. He's his father.
Oh, okay.
So so the timeline
So he
changed.
took over.
No, the timeline changed. So Bruce died instead of his father. His father didn't.
Oh. Okay.
So now his father is like vengeful. He's trying to get vengeance, but is oh no, I think what happened was I think Bruce died. So this is what ended up happening. Bruce died. For some weird reason, the mom became Joker. Because I guess she went crazy after Bruce died. And then the dad was like trying to get revenge and shit. But remember, the dad's a doctor.
Yeah.
And so he's just like an old ass guy, and he just like fucked up basically. I mean, Bruce was fucked up too, but he worked.
Yeah.
He was like older, so it wasn't like Bruce was a baby. Like
Yeah.
Bruce was young when he started his shit, but his dad was old. And so he's just an old man with like guns and shit,
Yeah.
not caring. But yeah, it was a lot of shit. And then Flash didn't even have his powers.
And that's all in the.
This is like, it's Flashpoint, it's a cartoon movie.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why I just watch the cartoon movies. A lot of them just real. They have one out that's called like Dark, Justice League Dark or something like that, where there's magic involved. They don't have the magic.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And so it's crazy because they actually have magical people in the shows, but they don't have to talk about
I see
it.
that,
Yeah. Constantine's in this one. Yeah. and then Batman, of course. But it's funny because Batman's a law school.
Yeah.
So he's like, here's magic. But like throughout the whole movie though, he's like magic involved.
See, I definitely gotta check that out because like learning because I'm so new into this anime world, people are giving me their suggestions, so I'm just trying to knock out the old school stuff. Like it took me a while to finish the Yu Yu Hakusho. Like that's probably
I'll always rewatch that. I just rewatched that like maybe like some months ago.
Right.
I watched like the last part with Sensui.
because
That was a good one.
it started off slow.
Don't go. Yeah, the first part is like this, bro.
But me, I don't skip fillers.
Yeah,
like, I like fillers too. So it was. I'm part of one who likes fillers, but so. And that's what somebody was telling me, like, all the old school anime starts off slow.
Yeah.
So you watching the newer animes that don't start slow, they
Yeah,
just go fast. Or
But they learned their lesson.
Yeah, so-
Especially since like nowadays. I'm the real Najee and this is Najee Talks, where I discuss topics with people and have them come on the show and we talk about them under the umbrella of lifestyle. Today we have Dezii Foster. Welcome, Dezii.
Thank you. So my name is Dezii Foster. Right now I'm doing a backpack campaign for the kids. So what I'm doing is collecting backpacks, school supplies, just to help start them off with the school year. Right, I started this last year. It's just one of those things that I just sat and pondered, like, what am I doing for my community?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we talk about it, we see things, we always speak our opinion about it,
Yeah.
but nobody ever actually put the work in.
Yeah.
So one day I was like, I want to do this for the kids. You know, so I just, out of my own paycheck, I found this website where they do like a wholesale.
Yeah.
And last year I did 86 backpacks.
Okay.
So this year I'm almost to my goal. My goal is 200,
Okay.
and I'm already at 186 backpacks.
Oh, nice.
So I'm very proud of myself, and thank you to the people who have donated, and just gotta keep it going.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's very important to help out because we overlook our community so much and not knowing it's right in front of us that these kids or people just need help.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
No, you share the info and then let me know and I'll see if I can help out.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, well, I know like lately I think the school year now is starting earlier than before. Usually to start like the end of August.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking now it'll start in mid-August. So the end of July is probably when I'm gonna start the whole campaign and whatever I got from there, just go ahead and whatever I collected.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, just let me know.
yeah, I know, definitely.
All right, so I have two of those questions right here to make up. Okay, so just to piggyback off what you're saying about the children. So, like, how do you feel this will benefit them? Like, just like the backpack drive you got going on.
Well, you know, a lot of kids come unprepared for school.
Right.
Either they don't have pens, pencils, paper, or even a backpack.
Right.
You know, or times is hard. So with the backpack drive, it's basically starting you off at the right path. So you come with pens, paper, rulers, a pencil sharpener, just any little thing would help, because everybody knows back to school shopping is very tedious. And you know, times are hard. So why not help push start for it? So therefore they will have a brand new backpack. They see all these other little kids with backpacks, and they backpack got holes in them.
Right.
You know, and it's different colors, so you can choose, except for the generic ones. So, you know, I just feel like this will basically push the start for them for something new.
Yeah.
And then, you know, usually with that, how it benefits also the kids and also the teachers, because a lot of the teachers come out their own pocket with school supplies because their kids doesn't have anything. So therefore it will help them at least start off just a little bit, as much as you can, you know, because stuff is expensive now.
It really is.
Yeah. So like a pack of paper is
Right.
like $6, and you just be like, oh, just a pack of paper. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, cause you know, for me back in the day, like I used to. I mean, school shopping was cool because you get the little folders, little papers, little notebooks and stuff, whatever. You get that fresh backpack every year.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the generic type of like the black one, but like
you can never go wrong with black.
You know what I'm saying? But you always get. But I always like have the pens and the pens and the pencils and mechanical pencils and everything just ready. Because I used to love math, so I started with the mechanical pencils ready at all times. And then, you know, first day you be organized, like, all right, let's get started. Right. I get my things out, kept everything ready. But then, like, get some weeks in, then you just like
you lose everything.
Like
that same thing you started off is no longer there.
Or someone borrows it.
Don't give it back.
That's why I like pens. I have rarely any pens now. So
I don't carry pens.
If someone borrows it, someone asks for a pen, I'm like, I want it back. I don't have too many.
It's always pens and gum that never.
Yo, I used to stay. So like my freshman year, my brother was at Kingsview his senior year. So he used to pick me up, and I used to walk to a corner for him to pick me up. So he used to always go to the store and get gum.
Yeah.
Big pack. And then like so I had the Dickies with that pocket that people always put the brushes on.
Yeah.
I put gum there. That was my thing. And then so I put the gum there, right? So I was the gum man basically. So I would be never. I'd be in class. All I needed to do was open up one.
That's it.
Everybody smelled it. Let me get one.
Always.
Let's say I can't do it because ain't nothing good there for us to eat.
At all.
So it's like, all we got is gum.
Exactly.
It's like, we need that. That's why any candy man would make hella money.
Of course, that was the side hustle for me back then.
Right, same for me. Because I used to do when I was playing volleyball, we used to have to sell candy for whatever reason, fundraiser or whatever. You know how it was, sports stuff. And then so after a while, my Jasper and Ali, they was like actually Jasper, because Jasper's that guy. He's always like, you know, like Ed and Eddie.
Yeah.
He's the short Ed. I mean, it's Eddie, right? Is that Eddie?
That's Eddie.
Eddie is the short one. The one always trying to make up schemes.
Yeah, always on white schemes.
Yeah, that was always Jasper. Jasper would be like, oh yeah, let's do this, let's do that. You feel me? So then we would go. So then like after a while, we just started like going like getting this stuff and then just selling them in the morning, selling them throughout school. And then like we got to the point where we'd have so much stuff, like we'd have like bags full of stuff to sell.
Yeah.
And then we even had somebody to leave our stuff like in their classroom for the extra stuff. And so whatever we didn't sell would be in the classroom. It was kind of like drugs. It was like, oh, can we leave this here? Yeah. And we just get it later when we need it.
Hey, it worked though.
And then for some reason, I forgot something happened and I couldn't sell no more. But it was like a real reason. I forgot why, but I couldn't sell. So they sold and they just gave me the profit, my share.
Yeah.
It was weird though, 'cause I like wanted to.
But you're not supposed to be selling at school.
Man, whatever, man. I remember I didn't get, so in middle school, that was the first time I started selling stuff because my mom bought me like a big ass box of Hot Cheetos from Costco.
Yeah.
So I came in with like a few bags. for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I had I was eating one, and then someone was like, hey, like I guess it was like asking if I had some. I was like, they was like asking if they get some, And then so I was like, oh, I got some more. He said, oh, I give you some. I give you like some quarters for it. Whatever, say 50 and whatever.
Yeah, 50 to the back.
Yeah, right. And I was like, alright, for my first time selling shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I just like sold the rest of the box.
Yeah.
The rest of that box. And then I told my mom, I was like, Mom, can I get some more chills? She was like, you ate them all already? I was like, nah, I actually sold them. And she was so happy.
You made your first business.
Right. She was like, yeah, because I didn't buy it, so that's 100% profit for me.
Yeah, most definitely it is.
Right.
But then you start making more because at that time, it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't expensive.
Yeah, that was my first taste of hustle.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was like bragged about it, like, oh, my son's hustling. I buy my chills and he should be selling them.
Got pocket with the money.
Change.
You know what I mean?
But that was my first hustle. That was the first one. But
Yeah.
that sadly ended though real short term because security found my shit and then was like,
Yep.
Take my shit, and then next thing you know, someone was like, "Oh, it's security guard still on." Isn't that kind of weird? Because it was like, if it was like my drug, people knew it was my drug.
Yeah.
Because someone came to me and was like, "Hey, were those your hot Cheetos? Like, how do you know they're mine?"
Yeah.
But they was like, "Yeah, he's selling hot Cheetos." The security guard that took my shit sold my shit.
Wow. Crazy. That's what we selling anyway. That's crazy. I probably was some old stuff.
Right.
I just sold the lowest key. I used to have like hot Cheetos, Rice Krispies, got a little,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm nobody. I used to hide in my children's bag so you never really, see nothing of it.
When I was processing the Freemason, it was a time when we had to like make money for one of our rituals, or whatever, and so what we did was we had went and bought some like hot dogs and like buns, of course, and like condiments, and we had got like chips, and then we had got drinks, like like those and shit. And so like at the ski, you're like the lunchtime was more like supper time.
Yeah.
It was over at like 7. Everything was basically closed up at that time.
Yeah.
You didn't have much else to eat. And so what we would do is we would go after that time period, and then we would go into the dorm for a guy dorms. We would go into females. We would go into guy dorms and stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing is, luckily, niggas smoked.
Yeah.
Niggas was hungry.
Not just that, it's just college life with the cafeteria. After a certain time, you be hungry.
Yeah.
So any little bit, I'm like, the
Yeah.
hot dog from the real dorm, like,
Yeah,
you
listen.
got it for me? Like,
We used to walk right up, right? Yeah, because some people like actually have used to go over there and do it. Cause you have the barbershop dude,
Mhm.
and then you always have the snack man. There's
Yeah.
always those two. There's always those two.
Sure. That's the way to survive in
Right.
college.
And so we would go door to door and like and just so we like made up like songs. We like hot dogs, chips, Capri Suns, and then like they'll come out like you would see them like
People at the door.
people out the door, check out. And then we make deals like meal deals and shit. Like
Yeah.
you can give them separate or you can give them $2 for all three, get a meal.
Yeah.
So you make it sound good.
Hey, people
Yeah.
make more money that way. If it
And
sounds
that
good.
shit works.
Trust me, I know.
Man, that's so you have a little munchkin, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Man, she's me and my brother put together.
Oh wow.
She gives me a run for my money. Makes me want to get my tooth tied. But yeah, she's like 3 kids into one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. 5. She's 5 years old.
Man, what's your name?
Ramaya.
Okay.
Ramaya Williams.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've been seeing the stories. She's so
She
adorable.
is adorable outside. She was here all this stuff. You hear me, man? Put this on pause. She's like, I gotta go get her. Yeah. Most definitely. Yep. I have a little Mini.
Mm.
She is very full of life. Very, how can I say it? Like the opposite of how I was. Because I don't think I was bad. Parents say you was a bad kid, but I don't think I was. I just think I was misunderstood.
Turnover was worse than you. So.
Yes, he was. I was just misunderstood. But I was a tomboy because I have brothers, and she's a girly girl. So it's like
weird.
yeah, like tutus, pink. Where? Like, so it's crazy because I'm actually learning how to be more feminine through my own daughter. Because, you know, I come with sweats, hoodies, that's me. I'm comfortable. And now she, for the first time, she had me get my toes done. This was last year. At the time I was 25. My whole life, I never got my toes done. My first time I heard, Mom, get nail polish. Nail polish too, huh? Let's start slow, baby. So, but I did it, you know, she was happy, and I actually like getting my feet done. So I get my feet done thanks to my daughter. You know, so I'm actually learning to be more feminine through my own child. It's crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I see this purple is kind of like a bridge.
Yeah, this a little bridge, you know, but, you know, I like purple, just the pink. Oh my goodness, the pink. So, yeah, she is, whew, I just don't know how to describe her. She's just that, you know. Gotta make a sound effect.
Oh man, that's amazing though. Just like,
because I wanted more kids, but I didn't want a girl because I didn't know how to be girly girl with them. But I'm learning. It's a process, you know.
So that actually could be a boy.
I'm praying that you bless me, you know, with a boy. My mom thinks that I'm getting a taste of my own medicine. She's like, yeah, you was meant to have a girl so you could be like this. I'm like, yeah. She makes me want to get my tubes tied.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
that's
so
like
she was my last tubes tied. Cut, burn, throw them away. I sell them to you. But because she's my first, I'm like, I actually want a boy, you know. So that's where I stand.
I mean, it makes sense. It's like how like the thugs like always the girls for the first one, soften them up.
Yeah, it does. Just a little bit. I'm soft a little bit, but I'm still kind of tomboyish. Like, you know, stop. Don't cry. I'm punky. That's crying. Suck it up. Like, okay. Thank you, baby. Crying for no reason. If you have a reason to cry, I'll let you, cry it out. But if you want it over nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's different though. You know, that makes sense. You shouldn't be whining over nothing.
Over nothing.
A lot of times children just cry to get like something out of it, but if you like, I think what I'm gonna try to do now, my children is probably like try to like laugh. You know, because the thing is, a lot of times when they hurt themselves, they're not even hurt.
Yeah, it's based on their reaction. Yeah. You know, oh, now they're crying. You know,
but so if you like laugh about it, like, you know.
I laugh at her all the time. I'm just too good. I laugh at everything. So it's like too goofy. You know, like she would cry if she ate up all her ice cream, and it's like,
that's right. You did that.
I ate your ice cream. You're crying, girl. Be quiet. Go read a book. Just do some push-ups. If you have an attitude, like I just don't
go work out.
Go work out. Work it off.
Go to the gym.
Take a salt tablet. Do something. Yeah. So.
Drink a protein shake.
Take a V8. But yeah, it's just that unnecessary whining. You know, when they're a baby, if they're whining, it's because they're hungry, they're wet.
Yeah.
But if you're whining over nothing,
you can't work a lot on your own now, so.
I just tolerate. And then, you know, because she's a girl and my mom is girly, it's like my mama trying to make her into her image. It's like, that's why it's a challenge, you know. So yeah, she's a blessing. I love her, even though she get on my nerves, but I love her.
Does Taylor know each other rub off on her too?
Surprise, people really softens up with her sometimes. Like if she messed with him too much, it'd be funny because when she was a baby, she used to always like be fucking with him. You know, it's crazy because she won't call him T-Bone. She will call him B-Bone. Why? I don't know where she got the B from. And to this day, you tell her no, it's T-Bone. She was like, no, it's B-Bone. And he got to the point like, no, fuck it. She's the only one who called him B-Bone. So she's like, hi, B-Bone. And you know, and he can only stand her for like a minute. Literally, after a few seconds, get out of my room. He kicking her out just as quick. You know, they used to mess with each other. He'll bother her and stuff. She used to throw little Tam, throw her head back, and he used to throw his head back. She would look at him. They have a funny niece-uncle bond, so it's funny. She loves him to death. Always be Now it's like every time she sees, she be like ready to fight. She thinks she's a ninja, so every time she see him,
of course,
she be like, "Oh, I'm a ninja! Come on, B-Bone!" And then he's like, "Come on!" And well, it would be play fighting. And if he does it too much that she don't like if he don't let her win, she cries.
Has he showed it in Naruto yet? Has he showed it in Naruto?
Yes. So it's funny. Well, actually, he didn't show her. I was watching it.
Okay.
So one day I just wanted to start like my little anime journey. You know, so I started with Inuyasha, and then I said, "Let's see what this Naruto thing about." So I was watching it, and then she was watching it with me. But I was watching it in sub. I didn't watch it in dub.
Right.
So because their voices irritate me. So it irritates me. So especially if I'm used to it in Japanese. I just want to hear it in Japanese. Only certain. Right. I start saying that now too, like Nani. So I told her like Ikazo, she know what that means. Like, come on, let's go. So it was. I think they was weaving their signs, and she was like, "Mommy, look," and she did. I was like, "Oh, thank you." So like, look at her.
You're like young little ninja.
My little shinobi. Yeah, she likes
get
it.
the test ready for it.
Just a little bit, but surprisingly, she likes anime on her own. She started with this show called Glitter Force. It's like a knockoff Sailor Moon, but she likes it.
That's dope.
I'll try to be like mommy.
What you have planned to assist fathers?
So right now, I'm working on starting a nonprofit. It's basically set for fathers. Not just single fathers, but that's gonna be my main target. It's gonna be single fathers. It's gonna be a nonprofit that helps with like housing assistance or like rental assistance. Help them with building out their resume, jobs, resources to help for like mental health, legal assistance. So it's a resource. Basically, what I'm trying to do is bring more resources to these single fathers. Because how the system is set up, whether people want to recognize it or not, is very biased. Because what made me come up with this was the fact that my older brother is a single father. And I have male friends who's single fathers as well. And when they need help, they have to go through so many loopholes, so many things versus me, if I be like, oh, I need this, I don't need the father's consent or prove the fact that this is my child. Like, when my brother, for instance, he needed help for rental assistance. They asked him to have proof that he's the father of the kid. He said, "This my kid lives with me."
Right.
So they expected him to have a notarized letter from the mom.
Wow.
Versus if she needed rental assistance, she don't need a notarized letter from the father to prove to them for rental assistance to help pay the rent if he was low, whatever. And it's stuff like that that irritates me and makes me mad. And it's like, what happens to all these resources for fathers? Like, what happens to them? So is it like, fuck them? They don't get no help either? Like, they have to go through so many steps just to get the minimal type of help. Versus somebody like me, I don't need to go through all them hoops. Provide this and this, okay, grant it to me. Versus if you had a kid, it's, oh no, we gotta get this, make sure you bring your baby mama up here so she gets to tell, like, that's just doing too much. So what this nonprofit is providing more resources for them. And they help them get back on their feet, you know, especially with jobs, the job market, and housing. You know, like they need houses or to help with their kids or with legal assistance, not giving you legal advice, but legal assistance, like paralegal in a way, how to go about it for them to help get custody of their kids or help with child support payments. So it's going to be a sector of different levels of different things just to help them because they need help just as much as anybody else do. And I feel like a lot of people overlook that. And because the negative connotation that people have with single fathers, like, oh, he just this or he just that, not even giving them praises. Because if you see, like now, Father's Day, you barely saw any commercials. You didn't see any stands of Father's baskets. Nothing. But Mother's Day, it was like, don't get me wrong, there are mothers who do it. I'm not going to take it from them because there are mothers like me who was doing it, have to pay both roles. I get that. But the fathers who do what they're supposed to do, those are the ones who get overlooked. Don't get me wrong, there are deadbeat moms, like there's deadbeat fathers out there. But there are single fathers like single moms who do the things they have to do for their kids.
Yeah.
Who have to do the things for themselves to help their kids.
Right.
But those resources for those fathers are limited or scarce.
Right.
And it's like, why not start something to help them? So that's where my focus is going to be on, because I really want to help single fathers. Like, there's nothing, people really like twist their nose up at the idea, but I don't care. Like, I know I'm a single mom. I know what I went through with my child's father, but he's not the person that made me come up with this idea. It was my brother, because he's a single father, my cousins, they're all single fathers and they're doing it. And the fact that what they're going through, it's like, you need help. For people like y'all, like doing it, that doesn't need to, be told what to do, how to take care of their kids, that give their last shirt, drawers, money, will go homeless for the kids. And those are the fathers that I'm trying to help. Those are my target, is those single fathers out there. And if there are single fathers that just need help with the systems, you're still welcome. But my main target are the ones who are basically shunned upon the mainstream biased society when it comes to helping their kids. So that is my main goal and my main target. I'm very passionate about it, most definitely. And that's just what I'm working towards. So it'll be a journey, but yeah, man, it's heartbreaking. If you have friends who single fathers, you've seen them go through it and they ask for help and it's not really a helping hand with resources out there, then who was made for it then? What happened to the resources for them? Very scarce or not there at all. So that's what I look at that.
So I actually have a cousin who's actually a single father, and I was talking to him, and he was like really like he's going through a lot right now. Trying to do it. And when is it gonna like get started?
Oh man, that's the thing. So this is new to me. I was told starting a nonprofit in California is very different. And you need like a board of people, and I'm just like, not everybody share my same vision. So why do I have to have a board of different people for different things? This is something I want to do. So honestly, I don't know. I'm still getting into the works of it, of how to start it. So, because I'm still in school too. So my major at Cal State Dominguez is Human Services, which is like a broad variety of a lot of things. So with that, next semester I'm gonna take a class on how to do grant writing.
That's good.
And how to start building a nonprofit, and what do I need to do as far as like intake process and case management. Like that's stuff that I have to learn. I can't just do it just off the back because I don't know nothing about it. So I think after I graduate next year. So hopefully within the next 3 to 4 years, it should be towards coming together to be launched. So that's my goal. I'm actually giving myself 5 years. But I'm trying to push myself to at least 3.5, 4 year mark.
So is it just you right now?
It's just me. This is something that, like I said, you think about what can I do for my community, and those are one of the things that I want to help with, not only just with the kids, but with single parents, period, but mostly the minority, and not just saying like race minority. I'm talking about the minority of what's being helped with the system. It's single fathers or the minority being helped. So those are the ones I'm gonna help.
Well, I mean, as a guy, I think it's just, and I'm just a guy. It's just, I think it's really like something like amazing, like just having that idea of what you want of doing that. I actually do feel like I would want to help. Is there like anything that you would like need, like want or whatever, or like, I don't know. It's like, cause I mean, like you seem like you already have the ideas and stuff. So what else could you get help with like getting together?
Other than, see, that's the thing, like, I have all these ideas for it. I just don't know how to put it into something to launch it. Like the steps that it needs to take for. So yeah, you do research online, but it's very vague. And it's like, okay, just sign up for a LLC or something like that. And
I think nonprofits are because so you remember Eugene Durov?
yes,
So I was with him helping with start up
the
Greatness by Nature.
Yeah.
Right. And so I remember there was a time when we were trying to go from just a regular organization to nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's like it's something. It's like it's a certain like thing you're not doing LR. You're not doing the what did you say?
I was just throwing
Yeah,
that LLC thing out there.
Yeah, but it was like something 103 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like some letters and numbers and shit, but that's the specific one that we were focusing on doing. It just was like hard because we had to slow down on our process. We were going great. Like,
Yeah.
we were doing amazing stuff. And then shit just started slowing down. Because you were putting all the money into himself and you doing a lot of stuff himself. And I've done that before where I was like felt like I did a lot on my own and people went putting in work with me.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people went putting in the work and then he tried to like get people like positions. It's like so we had like ideas. So after we did the march in Compton, he was
Which
like
was very great, by the way.
Man.
It was turned out a lot better than what a lot of people expected.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it made a big, huge impact on the whole city.
Yeah.
You know, people still talk about it. You know, when I see people with the sweater, I should have got a sweater when I had the chance.
I'm so mad because when I had the shirt I had, it got like something on it. And so like now I can't even like wear it. I'm pissed because we don't even have any clothes anymore.
Yeah. That was dope. Like
Yeah.
that was dope. And even I thought about making it into an organization first before trying to put it into a nonprofit because it's so many steps. Like it's not as easy people think it is to start a nonprofit.
Because like even with me doing my talk show, it's like I'm doing it, but the thing is like it's not like legal yet.
Yeah.
The thing is like someone was telling me about it, but then it's like it takes a lot of like money and work to do that. So the thing is, if anything, you probably should at least like just do it first, because I've learned that the best thing to do is to just do it.
Just start it.
'Cause that's how I've been doing with both my businesses. Just someone was like, my first one, somebody sparked it. It was like, just do it basically, and I did it, and then like that's how this other one came. Was like, just do it, and then just start, and that's what I did. And so like I feel like the best thing to do is just start.
Yeah.
Like because the thing is just like how you're doing the backpack thing.
Yeah.
Like that. So what would be the first thing you would want to do?
For the fathers, you know what? I never even thought about that yet. Like, what would be the first step to do yet? Like I said, what I'm doing is I want to get what I can, like the knowledge I can from school, because you know with internships and stuff like that, you get to talk with people, and they can put you on, you can network. So right now, I think I'm gonna just kind of just network for the time being and just learn my ways around, because right now that's the idea and that's my game plan. But how my personal life is interfering, I can't start anything at this point in time. So when I do get to a point where I can start working, like I said, I write stuff down little by little. Like, okay, this is how I want it to go. But I never got to a process of, okay, well, as far as the job sites, what I need to do, okay, to network with somebody like how it is one of those career stop places.
Yeah.
You know, sign people up, get flyers, and you know, promote. Oh, come through here, come here to do it. So what the thing about it, it's gonna be like a board where you start posting up job links on the board, and then it's gonna be like. My vision is to have like a little small computer lab, like you can help them with their resume, help them fill out applications, you know, but stuff like that, you need a building, you know, so right now, how to get started, for right now, I just don't know at this point in time. I'm gonna just keep writing down my game plan until I can put in the blood, sweat, and tears that you need to start anything, because it takes time, and that's the way I was going. Like with the backpack thing is easier because it's like backpacks. You know, you can. I don't have to have a wholesale license to buy wholesale from the places that I buy.
Of course.
You know, so you can just gather these things, or okay, I'm working, I got a paycheck. I can go get the supplies. You know, coupon shop. You know, stuff like that, and put it together. And the tedious part about the backpack drive is going to the schools because they think you have an incentive. A few of the schools asked me when I did it last year about like, what do you want to get out of this? I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you think I'm doing this for money? Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this for the kindness of my heart. And it's that mentality made me didn't want to give, so I didn't give to those schools. I went to a different school and I gave backpacks there, and I won't give to that school again just off of things that happened.
Yeah.
But and it's stuff like that. And it's like, why would you turn up your nose with somebody? Don't get me wrong, people do have a hidden motive, but my motive wasn't what you think it is. Like, I don't need a donation or nothing.
Right,
you don't even have to give me anything. This is something I want to do to kindness of my heart for these kids.
Yeah.
So with the backpack thing, I feel like I'm gonna do this every year, and every year I'm gonna just up my goal. So my goal last year was 160, but I got half. So it was cool, I got into the game late, I thought about it late.
Yeah.
So when I did it, it made me feel good about myself. Like, I was like really happy, I was smiling, I felt really proud, like, I did that. So this year I broadcasted to everybody.
Yeah.
Last year I didn't. It was something I did on my own, so the fact that I broadcasted, people were like, yo, that was dope. So my sister, she bought 2 cases of backpacks, which was like 24 backpacks per case, and she shipped it to me from Florida.
Nice.
And from the same place I bought my stuff from. So she was like, I'm gonna send you these backpacks because I feel like that's really dope.
Right.
So it's like, that's cool. Like, I like the fact that this is my vision, of course. I feel this is my share of giving back. Of course, we can always do more.
Yeah.
But for right now, I feel like it's back to school coming up. Kids need new backpacks.
Right.
Kids need pens, paper, folders. They need all these essential things to start off the first 2 weeks of school. So that's gonna help.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel about, because like people was asking me if I wanted to monetize this thing, and I just feel like, I feel like when you get to that point, I mean, well, I did see that you have to have like a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube. It's like 1,000.
Yeah, at least 1,000.
It's heavy. But besides that, like, I guess like more so like trying to like get like I guess like sponsors and shit and stuff. And I just kind of felt like, if that happened, I feel like I probably would lose a lot of my content that way. Like the authenticity that I have in the show. I mean, maybe later on, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if somebody like wants to pick it up or some shit, that'd be different later on. But right now, like, I just like, I'm doing this, because I like to do this.
Yeah,
like I'm doing
something you're passionate about that you just want to express. And like I said, like when I was watching you, I was like, this is dope. Because it's like, this is other people's passions, and you hear from their perspective, and you just like, I never thought about it like that. Like, that's what's up. You feel me? So it's like, well, my passion, like, I don't tell people my ideas.
Yeah.
Because people either hate on it or take it.
Yeah.
And it's like, this was my dream. And the way you're doing it, I'm like, whoa, that seems kind of similar to mine. Like, not saying I was going to hold it all together, but the way I see my vision, versus the way you want me to see my vision. I don't want you to have to tell me. It's different to give me advice, but to tell me I have to do this. Why won't you do this? Because no, I want to do the way I envision for me to do it. Because it's not just a backpack drive for the kids or just a nonprofit. I have so many little ideas in my head, that I want to do, but I just don't have the funds to do it. And it's like you need funds for the things that I want to do. So when I get there, I get there. But most definitely, when it comes to the backpack things, I just feel like, why can't I just? That's different. You need funds. Okay, I got a job. I can just buy it versus waiting on people to donate. Why wait on anybody? Just do it yourself. So I did it myself last year, and I did it myself. But there are people who have donated. So their donations, I just bought like a case with, because that's the money that I raised. And there's some people who just gave me money, like, oh, here, it's $20. Here, I just cashed out you $50. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll get some school supplies. Right now where it's cheap. Walmart be having a little sale. Office Depot has a little sale. My friend actually told me about the notebooks. They were 25 cents a piece, and I got like 48 of them. And I was like, yo, and you can only have a limit of 12. I said, give me each color 12. I want all of them in 12. If that's my limit, I want it all. You feel me? So, and I got up there and God was like, all this for you? I said, yup, this is for my kids. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know these kids, but they're my kids.
Yeah.
You know, they're my babies. You know, so with the backpacks, that's going to be something that's reoccurring no matter where I end up.
Yeah.
That's just something I'm going to do regardless. Now, for the nonprofit for the fathers, that's something I have to really put time and effort to, but I haven't got there yet to when I'm going to start. My goal is in the next 5 years. So hopefully by then I'm able to like, oh yeah, I'm going to launch it. First, I came up with a name. The names I came up with, of course, you have to search it through the California. Somebody already took it. And I was like, damn, somebody already took it. So it's like, okay, now I come up with a different name.
Yeah.
You know, I want to say like my brother's keeper, because no man, they my brothers. Can't do that because somebody took it. I'm like, damn, I thought that was easy. Okay. So a helping hand, you know, we helping hands.
That's good.
Somebody took that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's so many levels to start in a nonprofit. It's not as easy the way other people make it seem like. Maybe it's easy for them because they got money.
Yeah.
Versus somebody who like me who's, you know, doesn't work and earn money for it. So in the next 5 years, I'm hoping to launch it.
Maybe, I don't know, I mean, so yes, just like you were saying, like the networking thing is going to be a huge thing, because like me doing different things, and like I networked through those things, and like that actually helped a lot of stuff that I have going on now.
Yeah.
And so like just going to branching out on different stuff, different events, whatever it is.
Networking is very essential for your business, for any business.
Actually, a friend of mine from that went to UCLA with John. She actually had invited me to it's supposed to be kind of like a networking brunch or something like that. It's on Facebook. She has sent to my Facebook. I'll just send you the
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So I was like, I think it's like I had just recently we had went to a day party, and then after the day party, I went to this girl from USC, grad student from USC. She had a party at a little house party at her spot, whatever, and it was like a bunch of USC people that were there, whatever, and what ended up happening was one person was like, hey, let's all give our names and like give our main hustles on our side hustles. So basically, that's what it was, and so we were just like, everybody was just like, you know, talking, and everybody had something they were doing besides what they were mainly doing.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of like dope stuff, and my brother before me, and he basically was just like, because he helped me with everything I do basically, and so he was just talking about my stuff, and I just happened to have my non-production sweater on, and so then I was already standing. So when I stood up, they was like, well, your brother already told half the story. What's the other half?
Yeah.
And then I was like, as you guys can see, my nice production shirt right here, sweater right here. Just like, I see it. And I was like talking about the production, and I was talking about the show. And then the girl had put up a whiteboard, and everybody put their names and their Instagram handles on it. And then so basically, yeah, so we're all like really cool. So I sent all of them my show, like when I did a new episode, and I've been doing it. I still
because you gotta realize when you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You bring people together and then you follow each other, so when your stuff comes up, they repost it.
Yeah.
And that their audience see it. And it's like, okay, cool. And then that's how you gain the followers that you know, this was anything.
Yeah,
so
and then one of the dudes I met, he actually hit me up and was like talking about me linking up and like just like chatting and shit. Like, so we had linked up, I think like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. And he stayed close actually, and so I went to his spot, and then we were just like talking. Yeah. And we just like it was like cool. It felt like two kings talking about how they serve their kingdom. Yeah. Because I was talking about my shit, and he was talking about his. Yeah. And like, so that's rare because I'm not really around many people that. Well, I mean, I actually, kind of, but not really. Like, cause kind of like what I got going on is kind of like. I mean, I got some people that are doing their thing, whatever, but a lot of people I'm around aren't really doing things like what I'm doing basically. Yeah. And so it was interesting just like talking to somebody that's like doing stuff like that, like having like
you can connect with.
Yeah. And so we was just chatting up and shit, and then he's gonna come on an episode, come and record on Monday actually. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so because the thing is I was gonna have we were gonna go record this Monday, but it was my birthday, and so I had a really long day, and I decided just. Thanks.
My birthday's Tuesday.
Alright.
Yeah. Leo.
Yeah, we were at the start.
Yeah.
Because my cousin is Monday and he's a Cancer. He's at the end of the start.
He almost made it.
No, he made it. He's good. He's in the good ones.
One of the real ones.
He's in the good ones. I got one cousin who's August 18th. And Ali's August 1st.
Hello? Like, how could you not like him?
But Ali's light skinned, so. I just think Ali should just like get better at social media. He doesn't like it.
And I can see why, because it was okay. So one of my classes I took, it was a cultural tourism class, but it's mainly based with technology.
Mm-hmm.
So with the professor, he does little experiments and stuff. Mm-hmm. So one of the experiments he had us do was it's from this list to enhance your mental health, to enhance your life, spiritually, mentally, emotional things. So one of the things that I chose was to turn my phone, because it's something in our phones with the background, as you can see here, that strains our eyes, and so therefore that.
It's like a blue light or something like that?
Yeah, like a blue or green.
The classmate of mine actually was talking about that. He wears sunglasses for it.
Yeah.
He has like color glasses for it.
So he had us turn off, this is what I chose. I chose to have my phone be in black and white. Okay. When I said I had less headaches.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, wow, that's different how, and then not just that, he was talking about how social media and how at the time with the craze, people was like, oh, should I get the lights? Yeah. It released the certain dopamines in your brain. And I see why people could get addicted to it and become an issue. Yeah. People think, social media shouldn't run you, but with a lot of people, it does. So the fact that somebody could have the conscious mind to turn it off for their mental health, for emotional health, or whatever they have to do, is a positive thing. Because if they was the type of person who was always sucked into it, then of course that was the problem with social media. Not just your phone, just social, because we all now we're glued to our phones. Generation now, this is a net generation. So we all this all the time versus going outside. Right. Outside.
It's not the same. I had learned in my clinical psychology class that the same trigger for like getting physically hit is the same trigger for when you're getting like embarrassed. Yeah. And so you feel the same pain as you would feel if you were physically hit. And so that's why if it's like social media and stuff, if you get like embarrassed or some shit on there, that shit hurts. Yeah. like words hurt. Words really hurt. Words hurt. A long way.
And like that's crazy. That the thing about social media, especially like Twitter, and it's like one little thing, somebody retweeted, then that's it. Yeah, you can delete it. They already screenshot.
Yeah, it's over.
And it's over.
Yeah, I don't even vote.
You know what? I love Twitter, but
the only reason I even have Instagram is because Dom made me get it. And so like even when I do post my stuff's not even like it's always like enlightening shit. Like I'll repost some shit and then I'll just like give my insight on it. Like that's what I usually do. And then the only reason why I'm really onto it now is because it's for my business.
But the old school way of business is not working. So social media is the only way.
Instagram is your resume. Yeah. And that's what I was taught. Like so the girl that sparked my first one, she has hers is like she does like talent basically. Like she organizes like events and stuff and like has like a lot of talent. And so hers is called She Diddy. Okay. So she basically is like Diddy, where he does so much stuff. Yeah. And like basically she's kind of like the plug, because she has like so many different types of talent or people that do different things, and then like she'll have them come in for either like for an event or something, and like so that's what she does. And like but she has someone pushed her to start it because her nephew and his friend they have a rap group, and they basically were like, you should do this because you're good at it. And then like so it's been like a year. And she's just been doing it. Yeah. She's not official, like it's not legal, but she's just been doing it, and it's been on Instagram, and that's just how it's been going. And she's been going off. She's just basically just publicized on Instagram what she's been doing. So like when I started it, I published everything I did starting from when I came home in 2015. So like when I did that talent show, the fashion show. Yeah. That was the first event, and then the plays, and like I did like 2 murder mysteries, and then I did some showcases. and then the last play I did, and then anytime I do anything on my talk show,
Yeah.
it's always pub.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's how it is. People can see it.
Yeah.
And then when I did my I have rehearsals, I put it in my story.
Yeah.
Under Najee production, the story was always every time we have rehearsal, I was always like, dude, you would see me, you would see the director, and you would see the actors.
Yeah.
And it was funny because they wouldn't see it, and then they would see them get tagged, and they're like, you're like a ninja. You're like, nobody knows when you're recording.
Yeah.
Because I was just sitting there regular like this, so like do. And they don't even know, it's all action shots.
Yeah.
And you be seeing them, and it's authenticity. And then people be like, yeah, oh man, that looks good.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? And then people that get tagged and then they'll like put it in their stories and stuff. So then like they get to see it, what's going on and everything else. Their people get to see it. And, I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
And then what I did was my first episode was with the screenwriter / actor in the play. We pubbed the play and we talked about the play. And then we ended up, and then at the end I put the flyer in it.
Yeah.
At the end of the show.
That's
And then I put the link so you can buy it.
right.
So I wanted to make sure I did it before. I wanted to do the first episode with good enough time for people to buy tickets and stuff.
Right. So
But-
give them some insight how
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
it. Yeah. But you know, like social media is gonna be here forever,
Mhm.
and that's only how people is gonna be able to get their name, their talents, their businesses out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's it.
Because word of mouth happens, but you forget people keep that to themselves.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be like who you know.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, I can just plug it up here, and there you go. And it's always the word of mouth on social media. One
Yeah.
little retweet, one little thing that pops up on your news feed, and that can change your life.
That's true.
So the fact that, social media has its pros and its cons, but when it comes to business and your talents and events or even anything else, it has the pros to it,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Yeah, because the thing is, Ali in Philly, he started a show on YouTube, and it was supposed to be like basically like I think it was like the little bites of history or something like that, like kind of like Black History bites and stuff, which was really dope.
Yeah.
And I was watching the shows and stuff, but the issue was he wasn't on social media to pub it. And so the thing is, it was like kind of rough for him to pub and get get people to watch because like nobody knew about the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not on Facebook. He's not on Instagram. So it's like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna figure out what you're doing?
Different
Nobody
people
knows.
reply.
Especially the thing is, you're not even that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't even know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
And so I even know because I subscribe to your shit and I get notifications. Not like because I know.
Because you
That-
told me, yeah.
But I'm saying because for me when just because you subscribe to me you're gonna get the notification.
That's true.
That makes a difference. You gotta,
Bell
you gotta hit that bell. If you don't hit the bell, it's like it'll probably pop up, but that's really about it.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, but the thing is, it's gonna be hard because if you're not pumping it yourself, the thing is, I can pump all day, not all day and night, but that's not doing you any real justice, you know?
It's not.
The best thing to do is the best. It's like the best source is from the horse's mouth.
Mhm.
And so when I see your face, like that's why I help myself. I'm like, this is me.
Yeah.
Look at my face. And that's what I like about Facebook and Instagram is because when I do the episode, you can see the thumbnail
Yeah.
and you see my face.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's cool. Because at first I was doing over text and stuff, and like now it's like, oh, I got the actual like you see my face. Like, damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like how many people y'all that that's out here on got a talk show. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like all right, I'm gonna check you out. And then even if it's people that won't reply or whatever, then you keep doing it. And you keep doing it. Because the thing is, I didn't think I had as much influence until I got feedback from people. Because
You never know who's watching.
yeah,
They
because
might not comment.
I actually texted the link to one of my schoolmates.
Yeah.
And then we was in the clinic on Thursday, and he was like, hey, good job with that interview. I was like, what are you talking about? So we actually did a presentation over the week together, so I thought he was talking about that. But he was like, no, the interview you sent me the link. I was like, oh yeah, he knew about the show and whatever. And so he was like, oh yeah, the link you sent me. I was like, oh yeah, you saw it? He said, yeah, I watched it, it's good. I was like, oh thanks. And I'm like, this.
But what I'm saying is
Yeah.
you never know who's watching you. You feel me? And they might not comment, they
Yeah.
might not even share it,
Yeah.
but they might be watching it.
Right.
And it's like I said, there's people who you would think okay, I sent all this to people, I should have this many views. You might have double, how I get all these views? You know,
Yeah,
only 5 people.
Yeah.
Now I got 30 people looking.
Yeah, and then even just and then it's always helpful when people can actually pub for the people that are in the show pub too, because I asked people from high school that one person commented so in the show you remember Tina?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she was on the show, she was on an episode, and then some people from King Drew commented on like the thing when I published it on Facebook and tagged her, then like people were like, like saying like this was like a great conversation, like what you're saying and everything. And then, so I shot back, because they were saying to her or whatever, but I was just like, thanks, whatever, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And then she also had commented on YouTube, because I didn't even know. I just recently found out that I had like 3 different comments for 3 different videos.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's dope. Like,
yeah.
One of my friends, I actually acted with her in 2 plays, and I didn't even know, because I was like trying to get her to actually come on the show at some point or whatever. And she does like a lot of funny shows and stuff on like YouTube and stuff with comedic I want to say people like have like comedic like videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She's been on like some people of those, and she's really funny. And so then I didn't know, but I looked at like my notifications and I saw that she had subscribed and she had put a comment. She was, just a hard comment, whatever. And I was like, I didn't even know that she was like, watching it. Because just because you send it to people don't mean they're gonna watch it. But the fact that she actually like commented on it, I was like, oh, that's dope,
Yeah.
And then another one was my auntie on my mom's side just told me she had told me her birthday actually was.
Mm-hmm.
So on her birthday, I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then I was like, oh, check out my talk show. She was like, oh, okay. She's like, cool. She's like, what? I think she kind of like afterwards about stuff. And I was like, yeah, told her about it. She's like, oh, that's dope. I'll check it out. And then next you know, her son, my cousin, he actually subscribed to my channel and then put like checking it out. And like that's my little cousin. I don't, and like he's actually in college and shit now. Growing up, man. Man, growing up on them.
Make us feel old, though. It's
But I was like, man, that's love, though,
Yeah, it is. Like I said, you really never know who's watching, so the fact that you put it out there on the YouTube, that's still like in a way social media platform for people to watch, and it's like you never know what happened. With my brother, he used to stream in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. He used to have like his little problems, but he would stream like in the middle of the night and not knowing, people used to tell him like, yo, why you streaming in the middle of the night? Help me with his anxiety or help him with his depression. He never knew. He was like, I was just streaming. You feel me? So you never know who's watching you.
That's true.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's why I love getting feedback from people.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of feedback.
That's why when I came here, I told you like, just seeing you like this versus like how, before I went to King Drew, you was at the house. Because obviously you and people were friends and we were apart. So I'm in middle school, y'all in high school, so I seen you in how you were in high school, and to see you now, and it's like, wow, like it's a good feeling to see somebody do something very positive and very uplifting, and you just watch these episodes and you see, like I said, a new perspective. You was like, damn, I never thought about it like that. That makes sense. Like, damn, that makes sense. So you brought it out there, and now a lot of people is willing to be raw with it. So people always want to apologize for them feeling how they feel, and it's like, why are you apologizing for being real to yourself?
Right.
So the fact that you be raw with it and the people that you bring up there bring raw with it and their own perspective is dope. I like that.
Thanks, appreciate it.
You feel me?
Yeah, but it's like, because the conversation just sparked and it really just dope, and like I like the fact that it's just like, I've had people that even like came was like, oh, I can't even like, I'm not really like the camera person with type of people, whatever person, but it's like they let me, but it's like once you like get them like not focused on the actual camera, because it's not even like a camera, so you don't really like think about
regular conversation. It's just you're just recorded. Like if you had like your cameras hidden somewhere, you just in there talking to, never knowing like it was a good conversation to talk about. So not focusing on that one. People all in your face, zooming in.
That's why I don't like doing all. That's why I like stage plays. It's really authentic.
Yeah, because you can always piggyback. If you forget a line,
you can always. That's always. Man, those are the best memories. Like when people mess up. Yeah. And then like we talk about it after.
But you never really guessed though. Like that line went good with that scenario. Yeah. So, most definitely.
And that makes it so much fun because you can like the improv. I love improv for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, so. So as an overall, okay, how do you feel that assisting children and fathers, single fathers, like as an overall, how do you feel like it's going to be very? Because I know you haven't did the father one yet, but this that idea of doing, because you already did the children stuff, but you know you can keep doing that children stuff. Father stuff's going to go. So as you like, do you feel like how do you feel this is going to be like very how impactful do you feel it's going to be for both parties?
Let's see. So the impact that I feel is going to have for it is that, you know, it would help, you know, so therefore if somebody feel like there's nothing out there to help them, there is, you know, so how it really benefits the kids and benefits the fathers. Okay, so in order to help your kids, you have to work. Yeah. You know, so by a nonprofit that helps you with job searches, it helps you with the resume, it helps you bring that platform so therefore you can provide for your kids, or housing that you can have your kids, or help with child support payments, or you know, custody, whatever the case is. And so tying them in together, it will just be something beneficial to both. You know, because like I said, it's a domino effect. So how else are your kids gonna get these school supplies? Yeah. They have to be paid for. Who pays for them? Most likely your parents. If they don't have the resources or the funds to get it, then you're without. Right. You know, so and that's what I was saying earlier with the teachers. A lot of teachers come out their own pockets to make sure that these kids have what they need because times are hard, their parents couldn't afford it. Yeah. So with them tying together of what I'm looking for is to make people more confident to ask for help. You know, don't feel bad for wanting help. That's what it's there for. Right. These programs out here to help you. A lot of these programs don't last because nobody wants to do them. They're embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. If you know you need help, there goes the open door to help you. Yeah, it's just hard, you know, as a man. I mean, it's not pride. Yeah, but you rather have pride or be homeless. Yeah. You rather have pride or be broke. Right. You rather have pride or your kids suffer. Right. So choose your pride wisely. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Independent people have a lot of pride. I have a lot of pride, and I have a daughter. You know, so when I was going through my postpartum depression, you know, I didn't know I was going through it, but I knew I was depressed after I had my daughter because the trauma. So with WIC, it's not just you getting your WIC vouchers. They have support groups for people who has postpartum depression, for people who was breastfeeding. You know, it was hard for me to breastfeed. I've never breastfed before, but I did, and there's people who help me who've been there that will encourage you, like, yo, thank you for that. You know, I didn't know that's all I needed was just a helping hand. So when you see people go through it, you give your helping hand. So same thing with the whole nonprofit and the children's thing. Yeah, it all ties in together. So say you know somebody that's going through it, like, yo, this place will help. They, you know, their target is only to help fathers, you know, to help them. So therefore they will stop being embarrassed to get the help that they need, because either you're gonna have this pride and have nothing, or suck it up and you have something to help you. Right. So what I'm hoping to gain from it is not only for people to be less embarrassed, but to help their situation, your living situation, your wages, whatever situation you're going through. I want it to help you to enhance some type of way, you know, because it's always shunned upon, especially with the whole dynamic that men are not supposed to be providers, and they're not supposed to not have a job, not supposed to do this, because like, you don't know what he's going through to get him to that point. I mean, like I said, there are a group of people who don't want to do stuff, but the people who are trying, they feel like they can never get ahead. But with these resources, you can get ahead, and I want you to feel like you can. So have the encouragement to have pride within yourself that, you know, I can continue to do this without feeling like you can never see the light of day. You're not going to always be in darkness. So I want this to tie together that there's light to be shed, especially with the kids. Like, don't think nobody's gonna help you, because there's light to be shed for you too. Right. And if you see these type of things, it grows. It's like it makes people want to help too. Yeah. You know, because the organization in middle school, I was in Ladies and Gents. You know, it was started by 3 people. And one of the founders, you know, he's a Catholic. He went to Tuskegee. You know, that's like my pay bro. You feel like he's like my, oh my God. He's like my, I had my Bethune-Cookman and stuff. But he's like my mentor.
Yeah.
So it's like service. He's all about service in his community. Yeah. So the fact that I was in this organization, I was about service, not looking for no handouts or nothing, to promote brotherhood and sisterhood together to help your people, not just black people, just your community is your people.
Right.
And that made me want to help. So it's like, it's that domino effect. So I'm in middle school helping people. So now that I'm an adult, and it's like, that impacted me. And that's the same way I want for these kids. That don't think that, you know, there's nobody to help you, because there are. And by you receiving the type of blessings and help, what make you grow up to help those same people. So it's really, I just want to impact people in a positive way, that they won't feel like they're gonna always be in darkness, that there is light gonna be shed. So I want to provide that light, you know, for fathers, for kids, even for mothers, you know. But I want to help the target that's not being helped.
Yeah, the underrepresented.
Yes, most definitely. And the single fathers who actually do stuff for their kids, that's who I'm talking about. So I don't want nobody thinking like, no, I'm talking about the ones who do stuff for their kids, who you know that will give their all to their kids. Those are the ones that I want to help. You know, because the ones who don't want to help, they don't want to help. You can't force nobody to help, but the ones who need just a push.
Yeah.
I want to push you to help your life, to better yourself, to better your kids. You know, so therefore you can provide them what you can, provide yourself what you can.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't help nobody without helping yourself.
Self-love first.
Exactly. You know, and with these two tying together, I just wanted to impact both people. That, like I said, that light that you thought wasn't going to be there is there. It's coming. Yeah. You know, so I'll be that helping hand for you.
That's good.
You know.
Alright, so you know how basically we're in the day and age where the fathers are gone in the households, and there's the mothers. And the thing is, there's no real big of an issue when it comes to like the mothers raising their daughters to be women. There's always going to be women, and then they're going to be strong, independent women, which we've seen. Right. The issue is with the sons that don't have a father, like myself, who don't have proper guidance from a father figure, because of course the mothers can't do both. They can try, but they can't. And then you're getting guidance by young people in your family that aren't that don't know what they're talking about. Right. But you have nobody else, so that's the only one you can look up to. But luckily for me, like me going through Tuskegee and stuff, like that whole journey basically made me who I am now. Whatever. But if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be anything. I mean, not like anything, but I don't know.
You probably wouldn't have the proper guidance that you needed to see. But that's the thing. Even though people say mothers can't do both, yes and no. Yeah. Of course, you ask yourself, well, what defines a man? You ask yourself that. So if she can't teach you to be a man, what defines a man?
Word and balls.
That defines a man. But no, I'm serious. So when guys say that, I ask them, what defines a man? I ask them, oh, you gotta do this. Okay, can your mom teach you how to do that? Can your mom teach you how to do that? It's crazy because, not to bring up my past relationships, but neither one of them knew how to change a tire. I taught them how to change a tire. So if being a man is helping a woman change a tire, then I'm a man then.
I mean, so I'm not talking about those things. Mine more so is more so pertaining to kind of more so how to carry yourself as a man and how to respect a woman.
But is that based on what society told you how to do it?
No, I'm talking about like if you have your father. So the thing, if this is so, one of my closest friends also Mason and and his parents, he had a family with both parents in there, and so they had a great family. There was love everywhere. I love being around them all the time. And the thing is, like, you can see like the impact, like the respect that, you know. I'm not saying like it was just like kind of like like it was just kind of like how you're viewing them more than anything else. So if you have both parents in the house, like, and it's a good, healthy relationship, whatever, and you can see that growing up as a, like, see both there,
it impacts
you, because you're always gonna, because you're a sponge growing up,
right?
And so when you see both there, you're gonna be like, this is how I want to be as a man.
Right.
Like, I want to be a man like my father, because that's how he was. He wanted to be like his father, and so he's like, so it's like he wanted to be that way. And like for me, I didn't really care like that for my father that much, so I didn't want to be like him. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, you're looking up to that father. You're like, this is how I want to be as a man, and this is how I want to respect a woman.
But you forget, each guy, their definition of how they are a man is different.
Yeah, I know. But at least something. But at least they're having something there is at least better. I mean, I know not everyone is. There's like different situations,
right?
Stuff, but the thing is, like, I just feel like, so what I'm trying to ask right now actually is, like, with the ones that don't have the guidance, would you think about maybe providing, like kind of like a program to assist the boys?
You know, it's funny. I was actually thinking about something like that the other day. Mm-hmm. You know, with the father nonprofit. So what my idea was that, you know, the tie thing. Mm-hmm. You know, how to teach. Like I said, I taught some guys how to tie a tie. Mm-hmm. Ironic, right? Mm-hmm. So they can teach them that. Yeah. You know, so I've thought of ideas like that, but I didn't know how I was going to tie into a mentorship program with the fathers and the kids and the males or whatever, the young kids. But I even thought about that, you know, having like a daddy-daughter dance, you know, or a father-son something, or bring your kids around, or whatever the case is. Like I've thought about it, but I have no objection to it. Like, of course, like the better programs, the better, you know. So, yeah, I mean, I really wouldn't mind having a program that helps mentor these kids. Yeah. You know, especially like you said, like we are misguided and based off sometimes when we hang around, influence our thinking and hang out with the wrong crowd. Of course, you go to a whole different path. Yeah. So. Yeah, so I feel like that's needed as well. So that can be a program within the organization too.
So, alright, so what if you make an umbrella, right? Uh-huh. So what I've been doing with mine, I've been using my middle name, Najee, in everything. So Najee Production, Najee Hawks, and then when I get my doctorate, I'm gonna be probably like Najee Healthcare, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a whole Najee, like kind of like umbrella, like incorporations or whatever. Okay. And so like that's gonna basically like oversee everything that I do within the programs that I got or businesses that I have. And so I think maybe if you decide to make an umbrella business, because you want to make basically what you want to focus on is family, right? Because that's what it seems like. Mm-hmm. So the things I see is maybe if you do like just the umbrella, think about an umbrella name maybe, something that's just going to be covering everything. Yeah. And then underneath that, you can have that student assistance, father assistance, you know, single father. You can have boy, like transitioning boy to men situation. So you can have all those programs together. I think maybe like something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that
sounds dope. You know, especially with, you know, when I was learning about why I want to do the fatherhood programs, and I was taking a course, Black child psychology, and mainly we focus on the Black father's book, you know, and the impact in it. And I feel like a lot of people, not just people, a lot of lost guys who don't know how to be a father is scary. Yeah. You know, like, you don't know what it entails, but educating you about that is important, because if you knew the negative impact you have on your kids, like how you would damage them, like, and wonder why she grew up like that, wonder why he grew up like that, that's because of your influence, whether it's negative or positive. But if you were educated about that, maybe it will help you differently, you know. So with the fatherhood program, I want to help them with the resources. I want to educate you what it means or the impact that it has on these kids, because believe it or not, it affects them, not only just emotionally but mentally.
Yep.
And because absentee, that's why a lot of people have father figures. Like, yeah, your father might not be there, but you might have an uncle, you might have a papa, you might have a big brother, or you might meet a guy like a big brother.
Right, yeah.
You know, like you said, like the brotherhood programs, you know, they're there for a reason, because obviously there was some type of misguidance to push you from the left side to the right, and then you look at things differently.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like the umbrella is very important, you know. So yeah, like I said, I'm still putting the work. So I know what I want to cover, but the thing about I never even thought about the whole mentorship with the kids, to be honest with you. I just thought about, you know, fathers having a safe space they can go to with their kids. You know, basketball court, play basketball with each other. You can hang out, chill, daddy-daughter dance. They're very limited, you know, father, son, something, you know, to basically make you be happy and proud that, you know, I'm a dad and I did that for my kids. And my kids see me in a positive way. Yeah. You know, so.
But the thing is, so if you think about it, right? So we're looking at single fathers, right, that are, you know, struggling with the guy going on. Yeah. But the thing is, the reason why they are in the position they're in is because they weren't guided right growing up.
It could be that, or it could be no job. It could be a number of things.
Yeah, that's true too. But there are, you know, I'm pretty sure there are a good number that had that certain guideless situations happen or something like that. Put them in the situation that they're in. Yes. Because I mean, maybe if somebody guided them properly on how to, like, I guess, like, maybe treat women, maybe they wouldn't have the children. So they wouldn't be a father. And maybe they'd be dealing with...
kind of 50-50, and that's a whole nother
subject.
I'm
just saying, because there are, you know...
There are females who's trifling as hell.
Yeah. I know, there's always situations. Yeah, but I'm just saying, and, you know, there are the ones that are like that, to where it's like they didn't really, like, learn properly enough to where... And then, so then they treat them where, you know, how they do. A domino effect, right. So, but anyways, and then... but then if you think about it like that, then it's like, okay, well, if you get them young... You know what I'm saying? And teach them properly, going into that transition, into that manlyhood. You know what I'm saying? And teach them properly, mentor them right, and, you know, teach them how to properly be a man, and properly treat them, and properly, you know, be a father when it happens. Yeah. Then they won't be as misguided, and then, you know, for all we know, maybe just like, you know, better situations for them. Maybe they won't be struggling, or maybe they'll end up, you know, maybe whatever happened with the significant other, it doesn't happen because the person they choose is somebody that ends up sticking with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like all these things can possibly happen, you know what I'm saying, just by teaching them the, you know, proper ways of doing things, you know what I'm saying? Like education. So I'm saying, like, you know, if you throw that in there as like that transitional education, whatever, I think that would probably be very beneficial for her.
Yeah, I think so too. I never even thought about, like I said, I never even thought about that as far as bringing a young kid and showing them, you know, the benefits and the encouragements of fatherhood, you know, what it entails, you know, stuff like that. So I never even thought about that, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm gonna take that idea. Might have to call it like the Najee Fatherhood Program, you know, mentorship or something. So
hey, do it here. It's alright, do you think? I ain't gonna be like, you know.
So you know, like basically, like, I really never thought about that aspect. Because like I said, I was focused on a certain target for certain things, because I know those sectors are very scarce. Yeah. You know, but you bring it to my attention, that's scarce too. If you never had a father figure, you feel me, you're gonna grow up a certain type of way. So yeah, thank you. You feel me? So I appreciate that. Most definitely.
But this is very you know, I didn't know other things that you were doing this. It was really amazing, like beautiful that you're thinking this way. I like that.
You know, like I said, I used to have ideas in my head, and it was just those situations that I'm like, I'm just tired of talking about it. You know, and people would never think me would, especially my situation, that I'm gonna think about a single father. You know. Yeah, right. That's true. You know, so it's like, you gonna help single fathers with your situation? Yeah, I am. You know, my baby mama, he my baby mama, whatever. But at the end of the day, there are good men out there who needs help, just like there are good mothers out there who need help.
Right.
You feel me? But why are they the ones that's overlooked?
Right.
Especially with the system. The system is very biased. If you can't see that, then you're blind yourself.
Right.
Because if you know a single father who's struggling and you ask him, you try to get assistance, man, this system don't work for me, then they get more frustrated. Then they start getting depressed. Then these factors flow in for them, and it's messed up. So it's like me seeing that growing up, and then me seeing that as a teenager, and then seeing it now in my 20s, I'm just like, that's sad.
Right.
Why nobody's helping them? Like, it's not about favoring one over the other. That's not what it's about.
Yeah.
There's programs to help moms all the time, but you barely hear any programs helping fathers. You feel me? So it's just like, it seems like fathers just don't exist. You know, there are good fathers out there, rather people want to recognize them. Now that's why I'm so happy to see more fathers now or being more vocal of them with their kids. You know, a lot more fathers now are fighting for their kids to get custody now, not just letting them just take their money out, not knowing their kids. You know, so I'm happy to see it. You know, like one of my friends got full custody of his daughter. It was a long battle, but actually two of my friends actually got full custody of their kids, and I love to see it. You feel me? So it's just one of those situations that I know they're very the single fathers who do for their kids are very underrepresented, and why not have somebody that can help you or help it being close to being mainstream? Because what's mainstream right now is it's supposed to be 2-parent homes, but nobody's having 2-parent homes anymore.
That's true. System's not made for that. That's why.
It's broken.
Have you seen the documentary 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
That's deep. You know, it makes you look at companies very differently. It makes you look at, in high school, I didn't care for history. I didn't care for government. But being, you know, after high school and you look at your community, you wonder why it's like that. Well, look at the policies in your city. Look at what you're not voting on because you don't understand.
Right.
And I took poli-sci seriously at that time. When I used to complain about the potholes, and I was taught to do that through school. So poli-sci, my teacher, he was like, no, you can complain to the city about it, they're supposed to fix it. And they fixed it. Like, oh snap, I'm about to get this more deep, you know? So it's like, if you don't know about it or if it's not being done, it won't be done. If nobody speaks up about it, it won't be done. You know, so you have very little programs to help kids. Because those are the ones, if the government's doing, that's the first one to get cut, is education. You don't want to cut military donations or whatever y'all come up with, you cut education first. So that cuts supplies, that cuts resources, it cuts a whole bunch of things. It goes the same thing for fathers. If they can't get a job because of their background, they go to a whole other sector, mental health, and then they start being depressed and start doing this. And it's a domino effect of a whole bunch of stuff. So when you have these programs to help, it's to hopefully get it to where it's mainstream now. Like, yo, we gonna do this like we do everything else. You know, so therefore you won't feel like you just in it. If it don't work out between you and your child's mother, it just doesn't work out. You know, not everybody are meant for each other. Divorce rates, whatever. So at the end of the day, it's okay if it don't work out. It don't work out. You know, so at least you can still get help. You can still get assistance, or you can be shown how to get to where you want to get to. You know, like, we're not gonna hold your hand through it all. You know, you can put what's that old saying is, you can lead the horse to the well.
You did the horse a while, but you can't make him drink.
Right. So it's like, if you thirsty, I could put the rail there, just open the door. You know, so. But there has to be a door there. Right. So
I've tried it many times before where I've tried the system and stuff and built things into them and stuff, like, and still Like it's just like you said, just like they're not gonna if they don't wanna eat, they're not gonna.
So I'm gonna.
I thought you were hungry. I'm giving you this food. Like me too.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me get that plate.
So that's why I don't. What's important to me might not be important to other people.
Yeah.
And my fatherhood program, some people, like I said, they look down. You know.
Yeah.
So it's not meant for you. It's not important to you. It don't matter. I don't care. I ain't ask you.
Yeah.
You know. So luckily, I got more support for this from women than on men with the fatherhood program, and it's supposed to be for y'all. You know, crazy. Because you see it.
Yeah.
You see it. It affects me because obviously, if I meet a guy who wasn't guided, it affects my emotional status with this man, and then my perception of men might be different now because of this person I encountered. So yeah, I'm glad the fact that you even brought up the whole mentorship with taking these young boys and showing them the way of having a father figure, what it means to be a man or whatever the case is. So that's important too, and I didn't really doubt about that. So the fact that you made me think about it, I'm happy to use it.
When you said it though, I'm definitely.
Most definitely, you're gonna be like the coordinator of it. So I'm just telling you right now because, like I said,
oh yeah, most definitely.
like, you know, like at King Drew, they had like the Capital E and the Delta Gym. You know, so it's like when it comes to helping a guy or a young male, a young man become a man, I don't really know what that entails emotionally for y'all. I can tell you physically how to do a tire, how to do this, how to manage your money. As a woman, I know what I'm looking for in a man, so I can teach you that.
Yeah.
But the other aspects of how to deal with you guys is what you guys deal with. Like you guys are, especially black men, are very hyper. You know, they're stereotyped being hypersexual. They're stereotyped of being aggressive.
Right.
Because you can't express yourself.
Right.
So obviously, you can help my son. If I have a son, you can help my son. Look, I know you're taught to not talk about your feelings. Because as a mom, you go, oh, my mom was just going to say that to me.
Yeah.
But it's different when you hear it from a guy.
Yeah.
You feel like he can connect with you. And it's like not every guy or every boy is going to connect with me because they see me as a mother figure or whatever, a maternal aspect than anything else. So versus like my brother or you or your brothers or your friends or line brothers, stuff like that can help this little boy, and he's like, got it. Like they really help guide me. I'm probably telling you the same information he is. But at the end of the day, you understand more with somebody you can relate to.
Right.
So most definitely, like you definitely my coordinator. And if you feel like you're not, you are. I'm gonna find you.
I'm behind the rock.
Like I follow you on YouTube, so you can't say you didn't get your phone call because I'm calling you right now. But yeah, most definitely. And I just feel like programs like that, even the backpack drive, is gonna impact kids and people either way.
Right.
Because if it wasn't, then obviously there wouldn't be any programs like that. Like their fatherhood programs, they're very scarce.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows about them unless you do your research.
Right.
But they have a positive impact. So why can't I impact people just as much?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You got it.
You feel me? Thank you. I mean, like I said, like it was one of those things that I've seen it too many times.
Yeah.
I've seen, my brother, my cousins, my homies get the door shut on them, or they go through so many hoops, and it's like, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So how do you expect him to do what he has to do as a man if he keep getting the door shut on him? The more he keep trying, the more the doors keep shutting, he's gonna give up.
Right.
He's gonna be like, man, fuck them, fuck your kids, fuck anybody. Like they're gonna feel like that, and it's like, who can you blame?
Right.
Really? Because if he had the opportunity, he would have took it.
Right. That's kind of how it was, like back in the day with the families and the whole thing with like the jobs being taken away from the men.
Yeah.
And then so when that happened, they had with no jobs, now you have to figure out how to get money from the family.
Yeah.
And so then they went to drug dealing, and then that's how it started where a lot of the fathers are like either getting arrested or or killed.
Yeah.
And like all they were just trying to do was provide because they had no other option.
Mm-hmm.
And then now once you're in jail, you're in the system.
Right.
You're fucked. Like you're not a person no more once you come out. And so
and the rehabilitation process in the world was very different because the way the jail is set up is not to really to rehabilitate you at all.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you feel like an animal.
Yeah.
So when you come out, you feeling like that same animal, and a lot of people are scared of because the world changes.
Mm-hmm.
Say you went into jail in the 80s, you come out now.
Yeah.
Technology.
Yeah, everything is different. I have a cousin that just got out actually this year.
It's a big culture shock for him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scary. And a lot of people who are scared end up going back to jail because they're comfortable now because they know the system in the jail. You don't know the system in the world because you've been out of it for 20 something years, 30 years, 40 years.
Right.
And that's why with the docuseries when they see us.
Oh yeah, when they see us.
Yeah, when they see us, and you see how when they got out of jail, all the stuff they went through.
Right, and that light skinned dude just went back.
Yeah, because he feel like, you know what, I'm doing what y'all asked me to do. I registered as a sex offender, even though he didn't rape that lady. I'm doing the way that y'all said if I do it these steps, I will be helped.
Right.
He wasn't helped. So what it led to him? Let him sell drugs.
Yep.
Then it let him back into the system. It's a cycle like that all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit, man,
that's why a lot of people
are
that begging
was
for
crazy,
opportunity.
man.
It's deep, and it's that type of. It made me mad the first 5 minutes of the episode. I'm like, man, I got angry because it's like I seen it, you hear it, you read about it, and you not only you sympathize, but you empathize and put yourself in them shoes.
And then we watch, you see how the parents reacted to these things, and then when they were like, the one being blackmailed to make his son lie.
Yeah, and I was mad. I was more mad at the father because it's like you supposed to guide him, and you didn't.
And then they had a good relationship too. And I was like, it seemed like he was like a really
and they wasn't.
And
he had two parents, his mom and his dad,
right?
And you misguided your own son. So now he doesn't trust anything that you say.
And then that kind of sucks because the thing is, it sucks because he only is in the job he was in because he was in jail. Well, actually, no. What happened was because they didn't know that he was in jail. That's why he has the job. And so I think they threatened him saying if they found out, he probably would lose his job. And so that messes things up for sure.
But you know, him getting that job was an opportunity because if he didn't get that parking lot job and keep getting shunned out, he would have had to sell drugs too. Because that's easy to have a play. Hey man, put me on. I'll pay you when I come up for my profit. Right. And it's a cycle, a never-ending cycle like that. So it's like, why not with a program to cut off that closed door and open one?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm hoping that I can bless as many guys that I can. And if you're not even a father, you can still come. Right. You feel me? Like, I'm not going to shut the door on because you don't have no kid. You feel me? But just, period, it's just there to help. It's there to help. Because like we was talking earlier, the old school ways of word of mouth, people keep that shit to themselves. Right. Like, you tell somebody about a job, like the railroad's hiring. They ain't gonna post it on Facebook. They gonna tell their friends first. And then, all right, cool. And you be like, damn, why nobody told me they was hiring? Oh, man, how'd you get it? Oh, my cousin told me. How'd you get it? Oh, his sister told me. And it's like, you family there because family tell each other stuff. So it's like, don't think that, you know, because it's a fatherhood program that you won't get help either. Right. You can get help as well. If you feel misguided, it's there to help. But my main target are single fathers. Right. But it's there to help. Even if women want to come for a job listing, it's a job listing. You feel me? But it's up to y'all. I wouldn't put it out there.
Yes, good.
You know, thank you.
It was a real pleasure talking to you.
Real pleasure talking to you too. Thank you for having me. Like, I feel like this incense stand for the spirits.
I gotta set the mood. Gotta make sure that the energies are positive. Gotta make sure it's cleansed before people get in here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do it. Thank you. It's fine. Okay. Thank you for watching the episode. before you go, please subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notifications. Because I know you don't want me to continuously send you DMs and text messages every week. Instead, you just get notifications every time I upload an episode, Sundays, and then when I upload my midweekly rants on Wednesdays. Thank you and have a good day.